Hello, my name is Christina Elliott, and tonight I'm going to be sharing with you a tribute speech. My tribute speech is going out to a very special lady who has impacted my life in a lot of ways. Her name is Mrs. Crouch, or otherwise known as Gammy to my grandkids. Mrs. Crouch is a true inspiration. She is a true definition of elegance, grace, and beauty. She is able to and willing to accept people for who they truly are, look beyond any of their past mistakes and failures, and accept people for who they are. Because of this, it definitely makes me strive harder to be a better mother, a better person, a better friend, just a better person all around. My mind goes back to the spring of 2010 when I first met Mrs. Crouch. Her son and I had been dating for a couple of years, and when things got rocky, we finally split up. Now keep in mind, we hadn't talked to each other or ever met before I picked up the phone and made that phone call that day. Well, needless to say, it was quite hard for me to find the words to say, but I uttered past all that and found the strength to tell her who I was. I introduced myself, and then I laid it on her. Not only did I introduce myself, but I let her know that she had two beautiful twin granddaughters that she had never met. Now, most people probably would have dropped the receiver and took off running, passed out, fainted, something of that sort. But Mrs. Crouch just took a deep breath, exhaled, began to let a few tears fall, and just asked me when and where she was going to be able to meet her grandkids for the first time. Now, Mrs. Crouch is also a very devout Catholic woman, and she knew that her son and I had been living together and were not married and had these children. That never even came up. She never made me feel bad. She never judged me. She was very open and willing to meet the children. So we met in May of 2010 at the park for the first time. She got to see her grandchildren. And let's just say none of our lives had been the same since. Now, along with that, Mrs. Crouch is got a lot of things going on in her life. The son that I had been with for a couple of years and have these children with has a mental disease. He's got a mental illness, and he is very ill. And because of this mental illness, it has kept him away from his family. She has not seen or laid eyes on her firstborn son in several years, or even had a conversation with him to really speak of. She's never seen him interact with his own children, her grandchildren. And as if that weren't enough, Mrs. Crouch's husband fell ill and has been bedridden for the last couple of years. But through it all, this woman has remained strong. She keeps her faith. She's never strayed from her faith. And she just keeps clinging on to the hope and the prayer that someday her family would be complete and their lives would be whole again. Now, I don't know about you, but there's so many of us that come across the slightest little bump in the road, and then all of a sudden, I don't know if I can go on anymore. Guilty. Been there, done that. But with her in my life now, she has made me see that no matter what you face, no matter what trials you go through, if you stay true to yourself, true to your faith, and just keep believing and staying positive, things someday will get better. Now, I adore Mrs. Crouch. My children love her tremendously. I know if any of you would meet her, you would feel the same way about her. She's just that kind of person. She's the closest thing to an angel on this side of earth. I can promise you that. She always gives without even batting an eye. Very selfless woman. And in my opinion, if we had more Mrs. Crouches in the world would be a better place. So, as you can see, there's a lot of reasons why I chose to do my tribute speech to such a beautiful woman. Not only is she beautiful on the inside, but she's beautiful on the outside. I couldn't have asked for a better Gammy, a grandmother to my children. She's accepted them with open arms. She showers them with gifts just like any grandmother would. And she's still, to this day, although her son and I were never married, and as far as I know, unless some miracle, we never will be, but she considers me her adopted daughter, and tells everyone and introduces me to people that way. So that in itself speaks volumes about this woman. Love her tremendously, and I pray that we can all continue to grow in our relationship, and things will just continue to get stronger from here. I hope by giving you this speech I've enlightened you, and hopefully you guys have liked her already, even though you've never met her. So anyway, thank you so much for taking the time to listen to this speech, and may God bless. Have a great night.